Hey everybody, welcome back around to the blog and grill. I am your host Doug here with your video blog for December 10th, 2014. Kind of more of a laid back blog today here on a Wednesday as I'll have your NFL power rankings for you. I want to look at the state of two of the most dysfunctional teams in professional sports right now. But first, I want to get to the big deal from the MLB hot stove. Jon Lester has signed with the Chicago Cubs a 6-year, $155 million deal. And I like the deal that he signed. I don't think it really is going to be strict on the Cubs. And I think we all know in today's baseball that um, it's not what you're worth anymore. It's just what people have to pay for you. There's an influx of money in Major League Baseball right now with all these big time local TV contracts with 31 regional sports networks around. There's so much more money in the game now, and teams are paying that money. So it's really hard to get an idea of what players are actually valued at. It really bolsters the Cubs rotation. Last year, the Cubs won 73 games. And really, it really bolsters a good rotation. As they'll likely what I think their rotation is going to look like is Lester at the top. Then, of course, they traded for Jason Hamill. Then they also have Travis Wood, Jake Arrieta, who pitched very well for them. He was the ace of their staff last year. And then still, I think Edwin Jackson will be around as he will be in that 5 spot. So I think it was a big deal, and I think it's really going to set into play the future moves in the MLB hot stove. I don't really know who the next domino is to fall. We do have a trade that went down, as well as Jimmy Rollins, 15 years with the Philadelphia Phillies. 36 years old, 3-time All-Star shortstop who won the MVP in the National League in 2007, has been traded to the Dodgers. He's going to make $11 million next season in the final year of his contract. Last season, he batted .243 with 17 home runs and 55 RBIs. Still 28 stolen bases, so not bad. And really the main reason they're bringing him in is because the Braves, or the Dodgers right now, don't have Hanley Ramirez, and they're looking for a guy to bridge the gap between position prospect Corey Seager. So that they're looking to bring in this guy, Corey Seager, and he's 20 years old right now, so they want to try to bridge the gap. And I think it's good. Bring in Jimmy Rollins for a year and see what you can do. The big deal I'm hearing about right now is Max Scherzer to the New York Yankees, and I think we're going to be surprised again that the Yankees are just not a desirable spot in baseball anymore. High tax in New York, a dysfunctional franchise at this point, not really bringing in good players. No star player really needs to play in New York anymore with increased social media and also an increase in marketing outside of New York. I think a good spot where Scherzer will land will be the Washington Nationals right now. I think the Nationals have a lot of money. They have a lot of guys they can still pay money. So I think Scherzer to the Nationals is going to be a surprising move, but I think it's one that's going to happen. We'll keep you up to date on all things MLB hot stove as we continue in the winter meetings. All right, I want to talk about two franchises today, okay? We have one in the NBA and we have one in Washington, okay? And these are the most dysfunctional sports franchises, and we see two similar things happening, and it all points back to one major issue. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Washington Redskins, okay? Right now, no star quarterback, a new coach, and they're 3-10 right now, okay? And today, they had two guys, Bashad Breeland and wide receiver Andre Roberts, exchanging punches. Fight was broken up by many players, okay? Similar situation in New York, okay? The Knicks, 4-19, really struggling. Questions about the triangle and the coaching style of Derek Fisher. Now nobody wants to play with Carmelo Anthony, and now you have Melo telling Tim Hardaway Jr. he's going to beat him up in the locker room after the game. Allegedly, no fight really occurred, and the question is, why are these franchises like this? And it points back to two guys in this situation, one guy for each franchise. With the Redskins, Daniel Snyder, and with the Knicks, James Dolan. Two owners that get too involved in the operation of the organization, and they just suffocate their teams. And the Knicks and the Skins are two of the really bad teams in professional sports right now. And both have a star, though. Knicks have Melo, and RG3 was supposed to be a big-time star in Washington, but he never panned out. Melo's getting old. Melo's getting hurt. You got flaky guys like J.R. Smith. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. is a very good player. We saw Murray Stoudemire play well last night. But it comes back to these owners that suffocate their teams, get too involved, and then you have dysfunction, and dysfunction breeds dysfunction, okay? So that's an issue in sports. And it's two teams that really need to make a change somehow, get a new ownership group in there, which is really tough to do. But really what you have to do is you have to get better character guys, better quality guys than the stars that you're catering to at this point. All right, let's finish up with our NFL power rankings for the week. Coming at number 5, I have Indianapolis at 9-4. That is down one spot from where they were last week. They did get the win, but they are down to number 5. Up a spot to number 4 are the Denver Broncos at 10-3. I think they're playing really well right now. They're starting to run the ball better. Their defense has looked better as well. I'm worried about Peyton Manning going down the stretch, but Denver is in at number 4. Number 3, the Seattle Seahawks, 9-4, probably playing some of the best football in the National Football League right now. I think they're going to be a solid playoff team at this point, and they still have a shot to win that division if they can keep it rolling. So Seattle is in at 9-4. Number 2, and probably the best quarterback right now in the National Football League, the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has just been a beast at home. 23 touchdowns, no picks. He's looked good all year. He is my MVP right now. And Green Bay is at 10-3. But finally, number 1, New England Patriots are putting it together, both sides of the ball. Offense, defense, kicking game. They're really getting it done. Probably the best personnel in the National Football League right now. And Bill Belichick can just change this team so quick and make this team so much better. And Tom Brady's not done, by the way, if anybody was wondering. All right, I'll be back on Friday with you. I'll do some football picks for you, and we will also get you ready for more action for the weekend. We'll talk some college hoops as well. Check me out, sportsmindednews.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at YankeeBaller415. Comment, questions, subscribe to my page. Thanks for tuning in to the Blog and Grill. I'll be back on Friday. Have a good rest of the week.